Okay. My next piece is La Vie en Rose by Edith Piaf. And this is actually a quartet arrangement. I do not have the rest of my members with me, but I'm going to be playing the first violin part, and I'm skipping to measure 9 because the first 2 measures are not really that great without the rest of the group. And also I'll be ending at measure 68.
Okay.
Is that Elias?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You had included the music for A Time for Us. Is that enough to play that?
That was kind of a little mistake on our part. We bad coordination, and we put in the videos in.
Okay, that's fine.
For us.
How do you translate the titles of both of those pieces?
La Vie en Rose is Life in Pink. I believe that's what the definition is in French. And Dance Español is Spanish dance. And for La Vie en Rose, it's a really different piece than Dance Español. And I really like La Vie en Rose because we have friends who live in France. So whenever I play this piece, I think about the times that we've gone to France, and I've been able to be with them, and we've explored Paris and all around in the French Alps and stuff, and that was a lot of fun.
Cool.
And it really reminds me of being in Paris.
Yeah, I imagine it would.
Have you listened to the Edith Piaf recording of that?
I have, and I like that a lot. And I also really like the Louis Armstrong version with him playing the trumpet and singing.
Could you, Elias, just play the last couple lines of La Vie en Rose? I'd like to hear the triplets played as written. I know you were taking some
Okay.
changing them a little bit to your own taste, but, yeah, just say
So-
from bar 59, so.
Okay.
Yeah, but, yeah, just, I knew you probably knew there was a difference, and then you were interpreting it your own way.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's good. Always good to keep those triplets in mind, except when you're breaking out of it for expressive purposes.
Seems to me that would be a challenge with the quartet to get those, unless you're strictly in rhythm. The interpretation part, it will take a lot of rehearsal to do that change.
Yeah. Usually when we play La Vie en Rose, I actually play the second violin part. And during that section, the viola and me as a second violin, we kind of mirror the first violin. And so we do have to play that part really regiment. But it does sound pretty good together.
Why did you choose the Danza Española?
This is by far the most difficult piece I've ever played.
Yeah.
And there's, I feel really accomplished being able to get through it and to play it for you guys, because definitely every single page of this piece was a struggle for me learning, and I'm really proud of how I've done on this piece.
Yeah.
And I really, I ordered the book of Fritz Kreisler off of Sharp Music, and so I'm hoping that comes in soon, and I'm hoping to be able to play more of his arrangements of pieces, because I actually really like playing this song. So I hope to play more on that game.
It's
How long have you been working on it?
I've been working on it on and off for about 9 months. I played the first page as my audition tape for the All-State Orchestra this year. And then when I was accepted into the All-State Orchestra, I kind of took a break for about a month and a half to play the All-State music. And then I've also been pretty caught up in playing and learning quartet songs and a quintet song that we actually played with Kyle. And we played the Schumann Quintet with him, the first movement of that. And that was pretty hard to learn, but we played it at a chamber music night, we played it at a concert at the Lutheran Church, and we raised about $1,000 to be given to the Jam Music program. And then we also played it for Music Fest at the high school level here, and we received a command, which meant we got to actually play it on stage in front of everyone.
This is just last week, is that right?
Yeah.
So do you normally play second in the quartet?
I switch off first and second because, so 3 of our quartet members, me and the Chang brothers, Henry and James Chang, we have been playing together for about 5 years, but we've always had kind of a hard time keeping a first violin because we first had Forrest Kobayashi, but then he moved away to Hawaii. And we had Ruby Steedle, but she graduated last year, so now we've had Robert. And so we've kind of, I've kind of played both first and second violin, and I know most of the arrangements for both of the, or I know both sections for most of the songs we play. And so soon we're going to have to recruit another member because Robert's going off to college now.
So which do you prefer? First or second? Or second or first?
For some pieces, I like playing first more just because they have the melody. I like playing the melody, of course. But then I do also really like playing the second violin because it gives me more of an opportunity to harmonize with the first violin some. And Robert's a great violinist, so I really like doing that.
I'd like you to play it, well, first of all, the Defia. This is, like you say, it's a dance. Without looking at your music, you know what the time signature is?
3/8.
Yeah, that's right. So like if you were playing classical, it would be like a waltz, right? But this is faster than that, but it still has to feel like So I'm just wondering, I forget exactly where the theme shows up clearly in it. I think it, you can find it, maybe the third page of it there, at letter C. Might be a good place to try it.
Okay.
And I just want to hear you, what I'm aiming for here is just your sense of how the rhythm goes and how it has a dance-like quality to it. I think letter C would be a good place for that.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I'd maybe have you launch in the middle of a piece like that. But that was pretty good. What's your favorite page on this piece?
My favorite page actually is the third page.
The one we were just on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it has that accelerondo and all that. Anyway, well, yeah, when the Chrysler comes, you're gonna have fun with that. That's yeah.
And we did order the accompaniment book too, so I'll hopefully be able to play some pieces with the piano as well.
How do you think you played today?
I don't think I played the best I've played this piece. I think I played better when I was warming up before. I definitely stumbled a little bit in some sections.
What's your favorite part about this Defiant thing? I mean, I asked you what page you like, but I mean, what do you like? Why do you like it?
There's so much variation in the piece, I guess. And even though there is so much variation, it's always interesting to me playing it, and I would hope that it's always interesting to people listening to it as well. But there's just so many difficult technique things in this piece. It really puts everything that I've learned into one piece and is making me spit all of it back out.
Yeah, Chrysler will do that for you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. What's next? So you're gonna get back together with your quartet, or are you guys done for the season, or?
We hopefully will be able to play some this summer. We were invited to play for the jazz and classics for the opening for one of their concerts, but our first violin's out of town. He's touring colleges. But hopefully we will be able to play this summer some more. And I hope to play in the symphony concert as well this year.
Good. No, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. I played with the symphony last spring and had a lot of fun doing it.
Can I ask, does Mr. Shaw have you done any side exercises on double stops? Is that a particular thing that you focus on with him?
Not so much double stops, I guess, but I definitely played some etudes, and there have been double stops in the etudes. But I'm aware that double stops are a place that I definitely need to work more on.
Because why?
There's I guess I have a hard time getting even bow distribution on both of the strings. So maybe one of the strings will be louder than the other one, I guess.
Yeah, watch the pitch too, yeah. I admire violinists, the way they can do that. That's great.
Fret's make it easier.
Yeah, we got frets.
Frets.
Yeah.
Something like that. Do you have any questions for us?
I don't think so.
Well, thanks for playing, and thanks for playing in the community too. Enjoy it when you're out there doing that.
Thank
It's
you.
really good.
Thank you for taking the time to judge me today.